All right, moving on to this. If you're hoping to hear some beautiful noise over the holiday break, a new musical drama hits theaters on Christmas Day. Song Sung Blue stars Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman. The movie is based on a 2008 documentary that tells the true love story of a Midwest Neil Diamond tribute band known as Lightning and Thunder. Sheila Watko spoke to Hudson and director Craig Brewer about the real people behind the story and the joy of making music. Take a look.
We should call ourselves Lightning and Thunder.
We got things we gotta catch up on.
So you be lightning and I be thunder.
I know that you said that you really just love to perform. What was most rewarding for you in getting to participate in this project, work with Hugh and Craig, and play this real life person driven by that same just love of performing?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that was really thrilling was the places that Claire goes. It's honestly the dramatic nature of her life story.
Bad things happen over and over, and I just want to sing and I want to shine.
But to actually dive into a character and have to go down to come back up again in the way that she does is challenging and wonderful. And so that was really, for me, you know, having music be the touchstone through all of that is wonderful, but also the love that she has for her husband. And that was really the thing that moved me.
Craig, I read that you grew up in Memphis. You're kind of surrounded by these really talented, gifted musicians, and they will never get their big break. And that is something that kind of drew you to this when you saw the documentary Song Sung Blue. What made you want to take that story and share it with the world on the big screen in a feature film?
I think that when people have seen the film and they come up to me and they go, you know, I didn't know anything about them. I go, well, that's the point. The point is that these stories exist in every city and every town in America, especially in music. I think that there's actually a lot of joy and a lot of success that happens because there is no big break that necessarily takes you out of your home and takes you out of your community. I think there's plenty of ways that you can feel that stardom. You can feel it in your own home. There's
this whole world of musicians that are the machine, are the parts of that, like, that are making that machine move, whether it be session musicians, whether it be engineers, and these are people that are, you don't know who they are, you don't know their names, but they are extraordinarily talented and they live it and breathe it every day, and they do it because they love it, that is their break. You know, they're in it. They're loving it. They're loving what they're doing.
One of the themes of the movie is this idea that lightning doesn't strike twice, or does it?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Can each of you think of a time in your own life where you feel like you got really lucky, lightning did strike twice?
I'm living it right now. I really am. And what I mean by that is that, as a matter of fact, when I finished making Song Sung Blue and it played at its first audience, I was like, oh, I got one more through. And I think what it was is that I just remember when Hustle and Flow was like my first movie that really kind of exploded. And I thought, like, well, that experience isn't really going to happen again, something that'll get audiences like really inspired and really energetic. And it was after that screening that I was like, oh, it happened one more time. I got one more.
I feel so fortunate to be in movies that music plays such a big part of. With Almost Famous, the love of music, the fandom, what it is to love an artist, and then to get to do it again but be the performer was such a dream, and it did feel like lightning, you know?
And I have to mention You're So Vain. That's the first time I ever heard the song was because of you.
That's right, You're So Vain, and then Tiny Dancer. And Nine?
Yes.
Cinema Italiano.
I used to all have that on repeat on my iPod.
Lightning and thunder!
Great interview by our friend Sheila Watko there. Song Sung Blue is in theaters Christmas Day and comes to us from Focus Features, owned by Comcast, the parent company of NBC 10.